Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing July favorites. Now, I used quite a bit of stuff in July, I have to say. A lot of new products, a lot of old ones, but good ones, and I wanted to show them to you today. I don't do weekly favorites as much as I used to, just because a lot of my weekly favorites have remained the same over the course of the month. So what I do normally is kind of switch things out as best as I can monthly opposed to weekly, just because some stuff I prefer to keep the same on a weekly basis, like my bronzer, my face powder, foundation, yes and no. So with that said, I'm going to dive right in. So I have no foundations for you today just because I'm still testing out a few foundations and I have to still yet make my final opinions. But there are a ton of products I want to show you otherwise. So I have been rocking this particular peachy shade of nail color for the last month of July. I kid you not, this is all what I've been wearing for July. This is in the shade Barking Up the Wrong Sequoia, I don't know, I can't pronounce it, but this is one of the California shades from OPI's spring or summer line. I can't exactly remember. This one is beautiful. It's on my nails right now. I have used this polish all month long. I have, like, every time I've taken it off, I've just put it back on, a fresh, you know, manicure. So it's just a really nice peachy nude for the summer. It goes with everything I wear because, you know, I keep it, you know, neutral in my clothing. And if I do choose to wear some sort of bright color, it's more of a earthy tone or pink shade, pinky peach shade. So these just go with everything I've been wearing. You can get OPI at any beauty supply outlet that sells OPI. I get mine at Sally's. That's where I bought mine. Sally's Beauty Supply is great for that. And you get it at a discounted price if you have their card. Okay, so I want to show you a pressed powder I have been using all month long. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus pressed powder, you guys. This stuff is, for the price point, it is phenomenal. Like, I've already hit pan. That is pan that you see right there. That is some pan porn right there. I use this to set my whole face and my under eye. It is a little bit more on the paler side of my skin tone, so when you apply it, it kind of is a little bit light for my skin tone. So I just kind of use a very light dusting all over my face, and then I go a little bit more heavy-handed under my eyes. My eyes are a little bit dark today underneath just because my concealer is not a full coverage concealer. But this is great to set the under eye with, and because it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit more brightening under the eye. This is paired really well with a full coverage concealer if you do use one. Today actually the whole month of July, I wasn't really using a full coverage concealer. I was kind of keeping my makeup a little bit more on the light airy side just because it is quite hot here in Toronto and humid, mostly humid. And usually when there's a lot of humidity, the cakey face does not really work well with me or anybody I've seen wear a cake face. So let me just say that. But with that said, the concealer I have been using is in conjunction with the Wet n Wild line. It's the Wet n Wild concealer. This is the Photo Focus concealer, and this is in light medium beige. This is a light to medium coverage, I would say. It is creamy. I will give you that. It applies as if it's full coverage, but sorry, the light's blinding, but when you actually blend it out, it's actually more of a medium to light coverage. So, and I usually use my beauty blender to blend this out. So, I mean, maybe with a finger, it's a little bit more full coverage, but when I use my booty blender, who used to say booty blender? I think it was What Would Lizzie Do? I love her, by the way. If you've never seen What Would Lizzie Do, definitely look her up. She's funny. I've watched her for years. So yeah, like it's more of a medium, light to medium coverage, nothing too full coverage. I don't know. I've seen people compare this to Tarte Shape Tape. Sharp. I don't know why I was gonna say Sharp. I can't talk today. It is not like Tarte Shape Tape at all. This is way lighter coverage than Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape is more high coverage, very full coverage. This is not like that at all. It's got a little bit more of a watery base to it, I find, too. So maybe that's why it kind of is a little bit more light coverage. I mean, you could build it up if you really want to go ham on it, but I just don't want a really heavy under eye concealer for simple makeup or light makeup days for the face. To be honest, I mean, would I buy this again? Probably not. But I like it for those days where you know, you just don't want to use a full coverage concealer. You might be just hanging around the house, just chilling, not doing any special events, but you want a little bit of coverage just to kind of make you look a little put together. This is great for that. I wouldn't really necessarily say this is great for special events. There is no flashback on this that I have found so far, but it's not enough coverage. And when I do a special event, I like to be like, you know, Kim Kardashian snatched underneath those eyes. And this doesn't really give me that for special events. I say this is more for everyday use, and that's what I've been using it for. And I do like it for everyday use, but not for really big events that I have to get really glammed up for. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Sticking with the Wet n Wild train, you guys, I have 2 more products from them I want to show you. Now, this has been a tried and true Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter in Precious Petals. Love this. Creamy, pigmented as hell. I'm wearing it today. Like, I mean, nobody can get enough highlighter. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Look at that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because my nose has to glow like Rudolph. Maybe not red, but it will glow gold. I'll tell you that right now. Love this. So pretty. It's so pigmented, easy to blend. It looks amazing on any skin tone, really. You can use it for eyeshadow. You can use it for highlighter on the face. It's just amazing. Beautiful, affordable. Can't go wrong with that. Wet n Wild, you definitely upped your game. Another Wet n Wild product, the Color Icon Blush. This is in the shade Pearlescent Pink. This is actually a little bit newer to my collection, but I have used it in the month of July, and I do really think it's gorgeous. It's just a peachy-esque blush that's got a little tiny sheen to it. I don't know if you guys can see that because like my light is really washing me out, but it's just a peachy blush. I'm actually wearing the blush right now. It's very, very subtle, but I like that in blushes because let's face it, I don't think anybody wants to look like a clown when they're, you know, trying to look half decent. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I don't know. Let me know down below. This is great. It's affordable. It was, I think, $6 or $7 here in Canada. I get my Wet n Wild products at Rexall or at Walmart. In the States, I think you can get these Wet n Wild products at other drugstores, but in Canada, that's where I find mine. So those have been a favorite this month. I have been relying on that quite a bit. I'm just going to grab a tissue to wipe off swatches. Okay, so with that said, now, you know, sticking on the highlighting train, I have had this for a while. I pull it out every now and then, and I've been using it for July because, you know, I think of summer, you know, it's kind of funny because I glow all year round. I will do a glow makeup all year round no matter what. But in the summertime, it's mostly known that, you know, your JLo Gold Glow is in the summer, whatever. I still do it all year, doesn't matter. This will give me that JLo Gold Glow, and this is the Laura Geller, what is this? Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. You guys. Can you see the gold? Can you guys see the, here, let me just swatch this for you. Now, it's a little different than the Mega Glow by Wet n Wild. This is like a true gold. The Mega Glow is like a champagne-y gold. This is like a gold. So the Gelato Swirl in Gilded Honey by Laura Geller is, my God, it is amazing. It's 4.5 grams and it's made in Italy. You know, I've said it before, the Wet n Wild comes in a 5.4 gram amount. This is a little less. No one's going to go through a full highlighter unless you're only using one highlighter in your stash. So personally for me, I really don't mind that it's a little bit less product because really you don't need to use a lot of this particular product either because it's so pigmented and gorgeous. So I have been loving that. That is great. I have been, you know, treasuring this, and it's great for travel. Usually when I go away on the weekends, I'll take this one with me because it's so small and compact. And you can never go wrong with a golden glow. Now, keep in mind, depending on your skin tone, golden highlights might look a little different on you. So if you're really super pale, golden highlights might not be the best choice for you because you are so super pale. If you are medium skin tone and darker, then yes, golden highlights will look perfect on you. If you're very, very fair, and you don't really get any color from the sun in the summertime, like you burn, let's say, I would probably go with another one of her gelato baked gelatos in a more pinkier undertone so that it doesn't look like you've got dirt on your face. Because usually when golden highlights are on a really super pale skin tone, it doesn't really look like a highlighter anymore. It'll either look like your skin is dirty or you're wearing a weird shade blush. Does that make any sense? I don't know. That's just how I've seen it, you know, being done. So Just so that you know, you don't necessarily have to get gilded honey. Like gilded honey is great for like my type of skin tone or darker. Even someone who's a little bit lighter but has an olive complexion can get away with this. But if you're very super fair and you don't tan in the summer, you burn, then I would go for one of Laura Geller's baked gelatos that are more pinky undertone to, you know, match more with your type of skin tone. Just disclaimer out there, because not everything that I use might look good on you, and not everything that you use might look good on me depending on your skin tone. So I'm just letting you guys know. I know most of you do know that, but there's always the odd one that has something negative to say. So, okay, so I am going to talk about brows. Now, I rarely talk about brows because I try to find stuff that works for me, and, you know, the Anastasia Brow Wiz worked for me, the NYX Micro Brow Pencil worked for me. Now I'm using the Anastasia Brow Definer in chocolate, and let me tell you, it comes with a spoolie on one end and the product on another, and it's got this, like, it's like the triangular. This is actually really helps me when I'm filling in my brows, because most of the time I have to fill in like sparse areas in the front and in the back, and just a very light fill in the middle. This does wonders. Love it. It doesn't have as much product as I wish it would for the price. You only get 0.007 ounces, which is 0.2 grams of product. But I am on the hunt to find other brands that are less expensive, that do the same thing. So I will keep you guys posted on that to see if I can get something that's similar to the Brow Definer but less expensive. I've already tried the Ardell one that's like similar to this, but it's too waxy for me. This is more of a powdery consistency, and that's how I like my brow pencils to be. So this is a great one. If you do have the funds for it, definitely try it out. I'm in the shade Chocolate, for those of you wondering. Mascara. Okay, so Influenster sent me the Revlon Mega Multiplier Mascara. This one is in the shade Brown Black. So it's waterproof. This is the waterproof version. I hate when I get really interrupted, like for real people. Really. This is a waterproof version because it's got the blue top. I think there's another version that's not waterproof, but this is what the brush looks like. This is actually really decent, and I picked another one up in like the blackest black because it is so waterproof that I could wear this to the beach and it does not come off. It does not transfer. It, you know, stays put. Now, it does claim to do volume and length at once, but for me personally, in my eyelashes, I see more length and a little bit of volume. Not much. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. But I don't mind that it's not too much volume and more length. Because when I think about it, I necessarily am only using this particular mascara on days where I need it to be, you know, waterproof. So like beachy days, laid back days where I'm not really, you know, going to big events. I mean, I could use this at a big event if I really needed to, like at a wedding, or I don't want to, if I'm crying, I don't want it to transfer. This is great for that. But I would have to pair it with another volumizing mascara because this gives, personally, me more length than volume. And I would have to kind of get another mascara in there for volume purposes. But it's still a good product. Influencer did send me the black brown one, but I ended up, after trying the black brown one, I ended up purchasing the blackest black one on my own. It's still a good mascara. It's just, again, it depends on your preference and if you're willing to kind of compromise on, you know, less volume, more length, and adding in maybe another volumizing mascara with it. I tend to mix my mascaras all the time. Like, I layer different mascaras, so it doesn't really make a difference for me. Like, it doesn't bother me to do that. But for some people, it might bother them. Like, they might just want one product that does it all. For me, I'm a beauty junkie. I don't mind bringing in another mascara in particular to be able to give me a little extra volume while this one works on the length and the waterproof. So, I mean, it's your personal preference, for real though. It's really your personal preference. The good thing about this is that the wand is a natural bristle wand, so it's not a rubberized wand. For those girls and guys out there who don't like rubberized wands, this is a natural bristle. So if you are interested because of that, then definitely go and check it out. This has been a good product to me this month, especially in the summertime. Okay, so skincare. Oh, here we go, skincare. So I have a couple of things. So before I start my makeup, I like to hydrate my skin. So far, I have been using the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic-based ingredients, and skin revivers. It's silicone-free. This is what it looks like. Trying not to get the container. This flashlight is not really helping me out that I'm using for my lighting. So that's what it looks like. You guys have seen this many times. I'm actually almost done. I think I'm like 3/4 of the way done, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm using it because this only lasts for 6 months, and I did have it already a couple of months already. So I had to use it before it goes bad. I do like it. It does, hydrate my skin very nicely. It keeps my skin nice and smooth, and there's no dry patches when I do apply my foundation. It is $40 for a 1.35 fluid ounces. I do like it. Would I repurchase? I would repurchase in the future. Probably not right away though, because I do have other moisturizers I'd like to get through first. But I would really consider repurchasing this again because this is a great option. I know that Too Faced came out with a like a spray, coconut probiotics like setting spray. Haven't tried that yet. I heard it's better than the Marc Jacobs one. I don't know. I haven't tried either of them, but I'll keep you guys posted. I will try both of them at some point. I promise you will hear from me on that. But this is great if you guys have the funds. It's $40 Canadian, a little bit cheaper in the States, obviously, but it does last a while. You need 1 to 2 pumps at the least, like at the most. I would say not at the least. Maybe 1 pump at the least and 2 pumps at the most. Like I wouldn't go more than that. It's good for traveling. It comes in a pump form. It's got a top, so you don't have to worry about spillage. Love it, and I would consider repurchasing it. It is a good primer / moisturizer, so I have to say it's pretty decent. My other skincare moisturizer I have been using, and surprisingly I picked this up at TJ Maxx for $9.99. That's right, $9.99. This is the Skin Labs Daily Moisturizer. It's supposed to lift and firm collagen and elastin. So this is made in the USA. It's fragrance free, which is great. And it's by skinlabproducts.com, in case you guys are wondering. This is what the packaging looks like. I did pick this up at my TJ Maxx for $9.99. So if you guys are ever in TJ Maxx and you're looking, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, they're all owned by the same company. Definitely look at your beauty department there, because they have a lot of great stuff that I found on discount that, I would have to spend an arm and a leg at Sephora. I was recently in there last week or the week before. I found the Glam Glow mask in the green jar for $49. So it was like $50. But realistically at Sephora or anywhere else that you would have to, purchase it, it's like $80 in Canada. So, I think I saved about $30 there. 60, 70. Yeah, I saved about 30, maybe more than that with taxes, but I saved about $30 there. So I was really excited to find it there. But like I said, TJ Maxx is great to find stuff. This is great. I've been using this at nighttime mostly. I'll wear this during the day if I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm just doing a simple, moisturizer for the day. It's 2.25 ounces, and I've already gone through, like, you won't be able to see because I've already gone through quite a bit of it, but it's very rich, and I like how it's not too greasy, that it just seeps into my skin and just, absorbs into my skin really nicely. So this is a thumbs up if you guys are interested. Check out your local TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They do have great stuff. You just have to be always aware and go in often enough to check that area out, because good products will go fast. I will tell you that right now. Good products will go fast. So this is great. Check out your TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Okay, sticking with skincare, I have been using now a new cleanser. This is the Andalou Naturals Apricot Probiotic Cleansing Milk for dry and sensitive skin. It's age-defying. It's from their age-defying line. It's fruit stem cells, renew, repair, and regenerate. So this I picked up at, again, TJ Maxx for $9.99, and you get, 6 fluid ounces. You use in the morning and at night. Apply to damp skin, gently massage and rinse. So it's a gentle, soap-free formula for a revitalized complexion. This is great because it's got probiotics and it calms the skin. I do get a little bit of redness in this area sometimes, and my skin can be a little sensitive depending on the time of the month. So I like using this, and it's apricot probiotic, which when you smell it, it really smells like a really ripe apricot. That's what this smells like. It smells divine. I already have 2 backups of this, and I plan on going to get more because this is one of my favorites now. It's been now a new favorite for a while, and I'm going to get another one. And I think the last time I was there, I saw 2 bottles. So hopefully I'm going to go pick up the last 2. I want to give one to my mom because my mom would definitely be able to use this for her aging skin. It's a more hydrating cleanser for her, so she kind of gets some of the hydration back. But this is great. I love it. It works well. It smells divine. Divine. If you can go to your TJ Maxx and Marshalls, check it out. I know that a lot of natural food, like Whole Food stores, will carry Andalou Naturals. But if you don't want to spend full price, definitely check out your local TJ Maxx and Marshalls, because damn girl, This is really good. I would say if you do have aging and maturing skin, this is great, especially even if you only use it even if you use it in the morning. If you don't want to use it day and nighttime, you don't have to, but in the morning is great too, because it has this exotic apricot fruit scent, and the hydration that comes with it just revitalizes your skin in the morning. I've used this now for about 2 weeks or so, and I only use one pump every time. So you don't need a lot of this product for it to go a long way, and it's amazing. It is so good. I love it. Next. Okay, now this is technically my last skincare product before I head into a hair product and makeup. So I have heard tons and tons of people talk and rant and rave about this, and I said, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to make the purchase, and I want to see what people are talking about, because this is ridiculous. Yes, ridiculous. So I did it. I purchased the Pixi Glow Tonic Toner. I know, it is an expensive product, but now I know why people are ranting and raving about it. On days where I don't wear any makeup and I just wear a moisturizer and SPF, after I've washed my face and I apply a little bit of this on my face before I apply my SPF, I cannot tell you how this makes my skin look naturally J-Lo-like. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to say bronze J-Lo, I just want to say J-Lo glow. Like, you know, the J-Lo glow? This product makes my face look like not a bronze J-Lo, but a J-Lo glow, naturally. And with that, it does eat away at the dead skin, so it does even out your texture on your face a little bit, and I noticed that as well. It does have 5% glycolic acid, so I do not use this every day. So please, let me warn you right now. I would not recommend using this every day, because 5% glycolic acid is quite high. And I don't even recommend that. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not an esthetician by any means, but by experience and what I've tested on my own skin, this is a very high potency product, and you have to be careful on what other products you use after this, because you don't want your skin to break out extremely bad. I've had it happen before. It's not pretty. It takes days for it to heal. You know, it's not pretty. So make sure you do your research before you start using products with acids in them, and particularly glycolic acid, which is in this particular product. So what I do is I keep my makeup routine or my skincare routine. I keep my skincare routine very simple on the day I use this. So in the morning, if it'll be either in the morning or at night, I'll wash my face. Then I'll go in and spritz a little of this on a cotton round, apply it, and if it's in the morning I do it, I'll let it, you know, soak in, and then I will apply my face cream, like my face moisturizer, and then my SPF. And that's usually on a simple day where I'm not wearing any makeup. Sometimes I will, you know, go in with my makeup afterwards if it's during the day and I need to wear makeup or I'm going somewhere. However, if I know I'm wearing makeup that day, I usually keep this for nighttime, where after I wash my face and whatever, I'll put the toner on, let it sink in, and I'll use a simple skincare routine at nighttime. So I'll just put my under eye cream, and then I'll put my serum and my moisturizer to lock in my serum, and that is it. I will not do any masks that day. I will not do any like detoxifying masks, or the only mask I will ever do on days where I use this is hydrating masks, because this can definitely dry out your skin if you use too much of it, and because it does eat away at your dead skin cells on your face, new skin is reappeared on your face. You just want to make sure that it's hydrated enough. So just make sure that you're not using anything with silicic acid, benzoyl peroxide. That stuff does not mix well with this, so make sure you stay far away from it for that day or two, and then proceed otherwise. But it is a great product. I see where the hype is coming from for this. This is the largest bottle I could find, and it was hella expensive. It was $38. But you do get 8.5 fluid ounces, and because I only use it once a week or so, this thing will last me forever. So I would say it's worth it, personally, for me. Now, my next product is a hair product. This is the Healthy Sexy Hair Soy Renewal Beach Spray. This has got argan oil, and it's a texturizing spray that has sea salt. I'm actually almost done this. This is what I used in my hair today. This is all I used in my hair. After I washed my hair, I towel dried it, brushed it through. I took this and I, you know, sprayed all over my hair, and it gave me these, you know, really cute beachy waves that, you know, I'm just lazy. I don't want to keep using heat tools all the time in the dead of heat. It's just not good for your hair. So even if you do use a sea salt spray, the sea salt can be a little drying, but as long as you deep condition your hair in the shower, you should be fine. So love this. I have purchased a different sea salt spray I want to try, just because the Healthy Sexy Hairline is hard for me to find in Canada. I found this maybe a year and a half ago from, like, I was at a particular salon, but I just don't want to spend full price on in an actual salon. So until I find this again, like at a beauty supply, I have to, you know, broaden my horizons with different options for sea salt spray. But that's a good one if you have access to it locally. Okay, so lippies, you guys. The only two lippies that I have really been gravitating towards lately are a matte and glossy look. Actually, I do like the Kylie Cosmetics Velvet Nudes from her Take Me on Vacation, which is a great formula. I will have a review coming on those very shortly. But I like something more solid and secure for when I'm going out and eating. I don't want to worry about it. So I have been using the Kylie Lip Kit in the shade Exposed. That's actually what I'm wearing today. And I'm wearing a gloss on top by Maybelline. So I'm going to show you guys what Exposed looks like, just so you have... That is it's a very nudie peach, but like it's like a beigey peach. I don't know how to describe it. So that is what Exposed looks like, the liner and the liquid lip. So I like to wear it on its own, like just matte, and I also like to top it off with a gloss. And, you know, they do have, like, Kylie has her glosses, which, you know, I don't have the Exposed gloss. I have, I think, Like and Literally. But I saw these at the drugstore last week, and last week or the week before, maybe it was 2 weeks ago I found these. And these are the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquers, and this is in the shade Unreal. I'm wearing it on top of the lip kit. These are freaking phenomenal. For the price that you pay, the product quality is unbelievable. So that is the shade Unreal. Sorry, you guys, I'm not flipping you off. They are like a gloss, but they have the best pigmentation ever. I'd like to say that these are kind of an imitation of the Gerard Cosmetics lip glosses that are very pigmented, but these are way better. Like, these are like, they fly. Gerard Cosmetics is no longer even an option, because these are so good, and they're drugstore. The packaging is so cute. And the doe foot applicator is one of those triangular ones that holds the product in the middle and then applies it very nicely on the lips. I'm wearing it today, and it makes my lips look so juicy. Like, I just love how these look. I have two colors. This one is in Unreal. I forgot what the other one's called. I will show you guys in another video. I'll probably do a review on them. But they're not overly sticky, but they're sticky enough that they last well on the lips. So that's what I love about these. So this is also a thumbs up for this month. Now, my last two products, you guys, are both palettes. You guys know I've done a video on this. I've been quite impressed. The first one is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I know it's out of stock again. People are waiting for the restock in August. Well, the hype is real, you guys. The hype is real. These are gorgeous, gorgeous colors. You can use them all year round. They blend nicely. I recommend the shimmers to be used with your finger, because the shimmers, you really need to use a synthetic brush with them, like a really densely packed synthetic brush. And if you don't have one, your finger is your next best bet. I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today. You know, I just wanted to try the blue, because I really, really wanted to try the bright colors, and I hadn't had a chance yet. So we'll see what tomorrow brings, and if I can maybe use like the green one here or the purple. But yeah, this is great. I love it. It's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit big, but I don't mind it. I just wish she had the names on the back. I wish she also had a mirror for traveling. Again, this is in my review for this palette. I posted maybe a week or two ago. And I just, you know, I just wish that there was mainly a mirror. That's like my main thing. I mean, I would like to have the actual names on, like, of the shadows on the palette, but the mirror is my main thing, because I am not a professional makeup artist. I'm just a makeup lover, and I want to travel with a palette that I can use with a big mirror, so that, you know, I can take it everywhere with me. So that's kind of a bummer in that sense, but, you know, the product itself, like, the shadows are gorgeous, they're pigmented, they're beautiful, and, you know, they work. So thumbs up there for that. And my last palette, finally, because let's face it, this is almost a 40-minute video. I have to, like, cut it down a little bit, but you guys, bear with me. The LORAC Matte Pro, I actually made an order on Ulta about the LORAC products because I can't get LORAC any other place except for Ulta. And guess what, you guys? Ulta ships to Canada now. Yes! When I heard that, I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic. This is the LORAC Pro Matte, and this is just basically a cute little basic, kind of like the Naked Basics palettes, but the LORAC version. And I kind of like this version better than the Naked Basics from Urban Decay, only because it's got your brown neutrals, and it's got a little bit of a mauviness going on here to kind of give it some color and life. And it comes with a black as well, so that's always great. And I did travel with this last weekend, and it did me well. It did me well. I can't complain. So I really think this is a great option for travel if you are looking to travel. You don't want to carry something bulky like the Jaclyn Hill palette. You want to go with something more compact. The LORAC Pro Matte is definitely a good option. I loved it. Okay, you guys, that has been my July favorites. I know it has been crazy. Lots of products to show you. I had to show you. It's been a while since I really gave you a really big favorites video for monthly favorites, and this was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys added more products to your shopping list. Let me know down below what products out of the ones I've showed you have you added to your wish list. I want to know. I just want to know. Please don't be afraid to comment. I love hearing from you guys, and I want to know, out of the products that I've shown you, which ones are you adding to your wish list? Anyways, I hope to hear from you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're not. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, everyone. Mwah.